Hey, Quadabble here, and today we're going to talk about the Doom Tower. Now, I was just going to ask if you could subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. But like I said, we're going to be talking about the Doom Tower, and it's that Dark Fae new start. And it took me a little while, and I finally beat five levels. But the trick that I learned was whoever your fastest champion is, that's a champion that has to have an AoE effect that pretty much eliminates your copies, your dark copies of your champion. So with that being said, you can see that I've got this. It says Spider 23, but actually this is let's see here. This will be Dark Fae. So I'm going to name this Dark Fae. I use a lot of these over and over and over again. And as you can see, Dark Fae. Alright. So here you can see like the speeds. This is where it's going to be important. So you can see Yannicka is 169. She gives me that attack in all battles by 30%. Astralon is 186. Vizier is 171. Miscreated Monster is 134. But my Rosin Scarhide is 187. So with that being said, I just realized that if I put the opener on him as something that doesn't quite matter, then it'll save you. So whoever your fastest champion, and remember he has Bog Down, so he's a free-to-play champion you can get, and he is there for you. You just have to put the work into him. He's a hard champion to get. There are other champions. Astralon would be another great champion as your fastest champion. So with that being said, whoever your fastest champion is, put this opener on their A1. Is sometimes what happens is you go into an auto battle and it uses Bog Down too fast, or maybe with Astralon it would lose light sensitivity where he puts stun on everybody too fast. So fastest champion, make their A1 an opener. Now this is going to be a manual, and this is only level 40, but this was kind of how I figured out how to take care of it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start. Now a lot of times it starts off in automatic, and you got to be quick to hit that to turn it off, because you don't want it in auto. Later on we might be able to come up with something, but right now this is just how you can beat the first level. So you can see it comes in, I put it on auto, and I just start picking people. It doesn't matter. This is stage 40. If you've got Rosin Scarhide up to 660, this should be no problem with all your other champions. Just come in, beat them up. I'm not really worried about him. For some odd reason, he does some attack that I don't want to deal with. And I'll just go ahead and, yeah, he comes revive on death. He does something I don't like, so I just go ahead and kill him. Come into the second round, same thing. Pick some champions. I just use my A1 on every one of them. Because when Dark Fae, when she spawns your duplicates, she's going to spawn them, and they'll be all their cooldown skills will be on at 0. So if you don't come in with your skills on 0, it's going to be kind of a mismatch. But you can see she comes in, she makes duplicates of all your champions, and my fastest champion is Rosin Scarhide. So I'll go ahead and put him in Bog Down. Well, it decrease the turn meter of all enemies by 100%. And this might kill a lot of them, but the trick here is it's going to take down, even though she's got Veil or Perfect Veil, whichever one it is, it's going to hit her too. So it'll prevent her from getting her next turn. So I'll go ahead and hit that, attack any of the champions. So you can see it decreased everybody's turn meter. So then I can come in with Astralon. Now, if I wouldn't have done that, if I wouldn't have decreased their turn meter, then their Rosin Scarhide would have done the same thing to me. So that's one thing to think about. So your first champion should be able to debilitate all the other champions. A provoke, a stun, a obviously freeze, and turn meter decrease on all champions works out real good. So then I'll come in, stun them all. Pretty much going to go ahead and kill all of them. There is a weaken on here, so what I can do, I've booked today Vizier, and I'm going to go ahead and just attack and try to spread that debuff, which would spread them all. And then I come in here with her, all will ignore shields, moves, prevail, stuff like that. So I'll go ahead and attack. You can see these guys aren't even getting a chance. So I'll go ahead and put ally protection on everybody, or I could do, this one has a 50% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn, so I can go ahead and do that if I want to continue it. But I could just do the A1 and see if he can kill her. So now I just lost Astralon, which means he's got a copy of Astralon. And that means he can stun me if he gets his turn. So I might want to focus a little bit of my attention and not get stunned by anybody. I'll go ahead and try to kill him. There you go. And then here, attack one enemy, place a perfect veil, attack one enemy 2 times. Let's see if I can just kill her. And then I can do that stun for everybody and give myself a nice shield with the ally attack. And then, you never know, I might kill. See, there you go. So on manual, it's possible to win 100% of the time, but your biggest champion, now another good champion right here would be Astralon, because Astralon can put 100% stun on everybody. Some other champions that you might be willing to try on this, if you have them, would be, let's see here, a big AoE hitter, but in later matches, I don't think that's going to be possible. You're probably not going to be able to kill him with 1 hit. You could use, one thing I learned is you can't use Astralon and Countess Lix at the same time, because her ability is she takes off 1 debuff. But you could use Countess Lix's ability, because one of her AoE skill is block active skills 100% of the time. So you could use Astralon, Countess Lix, Rosin Scarhide. Another champion you might think about is Umbral Enchantress. She has a block buffs. Actually, it's this one right here, the Undying Evil. 100% chance to put a provoke on all champions and an unkillable on herself. So that would be another good one, so they don't get their attacks in. Let's see here. Somebody else with a debilitating attack. So those are the ones right off the bat that I would say you use, because they prevent them from doing anything but their AoE attacks. Their A1 attacks prevents them from doing anything but their A1 attacks. So that's how I beat it on manual for Dark Fae. So I hope this is helpful. If you like this channel, please subscribe. Have a good one.